Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a beautiful morning here on a Friday. I love it. It's been a beautiful week. It's been a beautiful day so far. It's been just a beautiful time to spend with a lot of beautiful people. You know, I've had some good conversations already this morning and got me a nice run. So that was good. But, you know, there's a lot going on today. There's the Vision Alignment Show, which we're doing right now. Then there's also the Stroke of Genius that we're going to have coming up after that. After this, it starts at 11:30 Eastern. We're going to talk again. It's going to be me talking about more of what I went through and some of the ways that my caregiver Connie really helped me through the course of time. And just a lot that goes into all that. So stay tuned for that at 11:30. And then after that, we have some errands to run. So, you know, we all have errands to run at different times. For me, as an entrepreneur, I get to run my errands on Friday afternoons. So that's going to be something that I'm going to be working on here this afternoon. I've got some different groceries to pick up and whatnot, but that'll all be taken care of today. So again, thank you for joining. I've got a question for you though. What is it that you think when you think about me? You know, there are definitely superpowers that I have. There's something different about me that makes me unique. Now, I always thought that it was one thing. It was just this one aspect of my life. Looking back, I think that it has more to do with some other things in my life, and maybe there's some other parts. But I need to know. I need to know what it is that makes me unique. We all need to know what makes us unique. You know, we have certain gifts that we've been given, and we need to use those gifts. And anytime you receive a gift, what do you say? Thank you. So say thank you for the gift and then begin to use it. So where do you use your gift? Where do you use your gift that makes the most sense at all possible? At all possible. You use it where it can help someone else have a better day, have a better life, have a better career, whatever it is. That is really where you're going to see a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. It's from serving other people and serving other people without expecting anything in return. That's what makes all the difference in the world. So tell me, if you would, where have you seen me using my superpowers? And what do you think my superpowers are? What do you think makes me unique? Now, I know what makes me unique, but I want to hear from you. What do you think that makes me unique? And how can I use it to help other people? We won't go that far yet. Let's just go with what makes me unique. Where have you seen me using my superpowers? Let's talk about that. Let's see who's on here this morning. We have a few people on already, and one of those is Wes Wyatt. Good morning, Wes. Thank you very much. Live, but need a link to join. I thought I sent you a link. I will work on that right now, Wes. I will take care of that and make sure you can join us because I'd like to have you come on today. So real quickly, I will do that and I will send you a link so we have that for the 10:30 call. And I said I was going to give it to him, but I never did. Oh, that's awful. Oh. Huh. Okay, cool. Here we go. There you go, Wes. Thank you very much for that. Let's see, who else? We have Rhonda Ben-Scooter from Signet, Ohio. Thank you very much for joining, Rhonda. I love the picture of your grandkids. That's always nice to see. So talk to me about what you think makes me unique. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And then there's Wes, who also comes back with his post, and he tells us that if you want a chance to win a copy of my book, a signed copy of my book, put in your timeline a picture of yourself winking and post it in your timeline and indicate, well, tag me on it for one, and then indicate a hashtag of Brian with one eye and a hashtag of winking with or without Wagner. So that would be great. And then we'll also get you signed up for the Podia website, the membership site. Hey, good morning, Willie. How are you this morning, Willie? I'm so glad to see you on here. We've been talking about you, believe it or not. With all the people that we have on these calls, there are a number of you that, we want to make sure that if you're engaging with us, and that's what social media is all about, is engagement. If you're engaging with us, we want to try to figure out the best way of serving you. So please continue to listen and comment where you can. But again, I thank you for that. Let's see who else we have here. Rhonda has a comment. So my enthusiasm you show every day to your viewers. Well, thank you, Rhonda. I'm so glad to hear you say that. My enthusiasm really happens because I feel as though I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Trust me. There's no way that I know what I'm doing, but I know who I'm serving, and I know what I went through. I know what I've gone through has got to help people, and I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to help people have better lives. And this is the way that I think is the best way for me to do it. That enthusiasm is great to hear, but it comes from me. I mean, it just comes from my heart and who I think I am and what I think I can do. So if you ever see me not enthusiastic, you're going to see somebody that's not, for me, for somebody that's not aligned with my core values. My core values are I'm not going to go into my core values today, but my core values are who I represent every day. And if I can do that, if I can just be in front of you all and have a conversation with you about that and help you to understand what makes you unique, understand how you can serve other people and have a better life and make other people's lives better. That's really where it all starts. When you make someone else's life better, bam, you've hit a home run. So let's think about that a little bit, but continue to work with me and tell me a little bit about what you think makes me unique. And I'd love to hear from you. And there's a good friend, Wes. Good morning, Wes.
Good morning, Brian. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Dynamite.
Good. So tell me, I haven't seen that pillow in the background before, the red, white, and blue pillow. Have you always had that?
Yeah, it's always there.
It's always there. I've never noticed it.
Yeah. Maybe it's a different camera angle.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yours truly probably blocking it out.
Yeah, that happens. So what's happening with you, Wes?
Just TCB, baby. TCB, taking care of business.
Didn't know what TCB was. I thought it was like a cannabis thing.
No. No. The only drug I'm on is coffee beans.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Well, good. I'm glad to see you on today, and glad to see you're doing well.
Doing
and
great.
You're working with your coffee beans, and that's good. So I have my coffee beans right here.
Good man.
Go. What do you think you would say makes me unique, Wes?
Brian, your superpower, by my opinion, is the fact that you have taken what some people would whine and cry about and have turned it into a way to absolutely touch the lives of everyone that you meet. And that is, without a doubt, better than being able to fly or turn invisible. That's what I think.
That's cool. I, thank you for that. I've heard other people say that I'm a really nice guy, and I'm almost like I'm a puppy. Somebody I entered with a discussion with this morning. I was talking with her, and she said, you're just a really nice guy. So maybe that's my superpower, is that I'm a nice guy. I don't know if that could be, but
I think I called you a puppy earlier this week, if I remember right.
yes, you have.
Yeah, I did.
So
it was in reference.
once you hear that thing from multiple people, you kind of start to realize, hey, maybe there's something here.
Well, I mean, being a nice guy is a good thing. I always tell people, I can be a teddy bear, or I can be a grizzly bear. Don't take the niceness as weakness. But I think being nice is the better superpower.
Yeah. No, I would agree with you. So, what do you think makes you unique?
I think my unique power is being able to strip stuff down and find ways to reinvent. I would definitely consider myself a muse above all other things. Some people might disagree. I do think that I'm also nice. I am jovial. I am definitely not 52 years in behavior as I am, probably closer to about 8 or 9 years old, especially if you ask my wife. And I'm psychologically unemployable. That's the other thing that I think makes me very, very good. So
what does that mean?
I've said this to a bunch of people this week, and I'll tell you as well. I've always felt like no matter where I was at, because I wasn't always blessed to work at home. You and I both have that blessing that some people are being made to do it right now. You and I have the God's blessing to be able to do it, as an actual job. But every time I've ever worked somewhere, Brian, I've always been jotting down, little notes to myself, or things to go back and think of later, sending myself an email or whatever the case may be to remember, how I could do this, or man, if I could only turn that into a product, or this would be a great website, or this cause would be a neat thing to turn into a monetization. And I don't, I've always given, probably more than most people give at a job, but they've never gotten, the full power of Wes Wyatt, because somewhere I'm sure, that on some buck slip, I was writing down an idea that wasn't going to make them money. It was going to make me money, and probably, plan the demise of my position at that place. But so psychologically unemployable is I just I need to work for myself.
So you mentioned the word muse. Why do you call yourself a muse?
Well, I'll use you as a perfect example, Brian. You have your act together. There's not. Well, let me put it this way. Let's use the online world specifically, and the things that go along with it. When most people aspire to do something, they start at A and go to Z. Somehow, some way, and I still am perplexed how you did it. You have built this gigantic, marketing arm of Brian Wagner, and didn't have the social and kind of marketing side of it behind it. You have this beautiful website, you have beautiful social media, you have a TED Talk, you have a book, and you have you. But
it's because I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, but see, you do. You just did it differently than anybody else, and there's nothing wrong with being different. So a muse, in that case, in my personal opinion, is someone that gives that inspiration, that can provide the epiphanies, that can say, "Hey, did you ever think of this?" And by the way, Brian, as you know, they don't all work. Some of the things that we mentioned, they probably will fall flat on their face. But I'll give you a great example. Okay, yesterday on this call, you were talking about me, and then you said just off the cuff, very quickly, man, I really need to quit doing that, and think in the way of I and or of you instead of me. And when you got off your call, I immediately called you and said, you said something at the last 30 seconds of that call that was genius. Do you know what it is? And you said, no, what was it? And it was eliminate your I. All right. And as I told somebody yesterday with you, I believe it was the great Tim Lord that we were on a call with. I said, if you or I, Tim, were to say eliminate your I, it would not be that great. But because, again, your superpower is figuring out ways to take what most people would think of as a disability and find, whether you meant to or not, genius ways to market it. So eliminate your I, in your case, is genius because it teaches people to go through and do just that. Find the we, I always tell people you can't spell awesome without Wes. Okay. Well, you also can't, it's true, but you also can't, spell awesome without we. Okay. So it's just a thing that you got to think of, that you can't do things by yourself. You need a team. You need to have that epiphany, from someone else, that mastermind, and a running partner, someone that can, beat you up and build you up at the same time. And I think that, that's how I think of a muse is somebody that can, provide that inspiration when, I've never had to be in one, but I've unfortunately had, dealings with them in the past, and that's some sort of a dependent meeting. They say sometimes you need the meeting and sometimes the meeting needs you. Well, it's the same thing with friendships and business, relationships. Sometimes you just have an empty tank, you need that person that can help fill you, and vice versa. There's days that I'm sure, you're going to catch me and say, hey, Wes, you want to stop feeling sorry for yourself? You got nothing to be sorry for. You woke up with your oxygen habit, get off your butt and get moving. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what friends do. So, that's what I think a muse is.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate that. Who else on the line here? And by the way, if you're listening on live, put in a hashtag live like Rhonda and Willie already have. But if there are other people that are listening live, please put in the hashtag live. And if you're listening to a replay, put in a hashtag replay. I would appreciate that. And as always, share these videos with other people. Let them know what we're doing and how things are going. Just make them a part of this community. I think that would be great if you could do that. So that's my public service announcement for the day. But what else do you have going on today, Wes?
Well, I have a junior football player in the house, so we got a football game tonight, and I've just got a million things going as usual. My plate is full, Brian.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I don't see any other comments, so I think we're going to wrap up the show for today, for this week. And I just want to say again, I love you all. Thank you so much for joining. And as always, keep one eye on the road. Thanks. Bye.